Isn't she so pretty? The Sam Snead Cup, given out to the winner of the Wfmy Championship every year. It's coming back for the 79th edition of the tournament next week. But the question is, who's going to claim it? Your guess is as good as mine with how stacked the field is.
I look at our field and I kind of look at it in three different segments. We've got the young guns, we've got some really young kids, we've got two 19-year-olders, we've got some 20-year-olds that are fresh out of college. But then you got this middle group that's kind of in the middle of their prime. Sergio, Adam Scott, Webb Simpson, Henrik Stenson, Brandt Snedeker. It's a great group of a lot of talent right there. And then we've got what I call the Hall of Famers, like Davis, who got inducted last year, and Ernie Els, who's already been inducted, and then Furyk, Stricker, and Harrington, who I think will all get in. What I like to do is look at how many big names do we have in the field. And we are normally in that 20 to 25 range, and I think I would say we have about 31 this year.
Everything gets started Monday out at Sedgefield Country Club with the Kevin Harvick Pro-Am. PGA players will play practice rounds on Tuesday, while the DeJoy Wos Family Foundation Pro-Am is set for Wednesday. Tournament play starts Thursday and will wrap up Sunday. But the most amazing part leading up to this tournament has been the course transformation. Officials said Sedgefield went through one of the worst winters they have ever seen, and these are pictures to prove it. You can clearly see all of the grass and fairways were completely dead, but jump ahead months later and look at the difference. A complete 180. All of the fairways and greens are now in pristine shape, and here is even a better look above from our WFMY News 2 drone, Redbird 2. It was a process that wasn't easy by any means, but the hard work was well worth it.
You know, we ended up putting out about 5 acres worth of grass. We had 5 acres worth of damage out on the fairways and the tees and everything, and then we ended up having about 20,000 square feet on the greens. And so, I mean, the job that my crew's done this year and to pull off what they've done it's remarkable.
An absolutely beautiful course, but there is more coming to the Triad as the Wfmy Championship is the first of 2 big pro tournaments in the area this month. Construction is currently underway around Stadium Court for the Winston-Salem Open Tennis Tournament. Play runs from August 18th through the 25th at the Wake Forest Tennis Complex. Hey, it's moving day, so get out the way. That sure seemed like the mentality for Tiger Woods, at least. The third round of the PGA Championship was a good one with birdies dropping left and right. See all the action in Tiger's Surge coming up next. Hey, Tiger, high five. Yeah, give me some right here. Come on, please, please. That's what all the fans are saying at the PGA Championship because the GOAT was on fire. And if you're going against him, you never want to see this. A big smile on his face. It usually means he's doing really well, and he was an absolute fiery start on the first. Woods for birdie, buries it in the fist pump coming out early in the round. The very next hole, his second to the par 4, a picture-perfect swing, lands just feet from the cup for a tap-in birdie. Woods actually birdied 5 of his first 8 holes and made the turn-in 4 under before making 9 straight pars on the backside. He currently sits tied for 6th at 8 under. And the man he's chasing, recent U.S. Open winner Brooks Koepka. He also birdied 5 of his first 9 holes, one of those coming early on the second to take the lead. And Koepka saying he just has to stay in the moment. Don't get ahead of himself. Don't think about anything else. And it clearly seemed to work after he posted a 4 under 66 heading into the final round with a 2-stroke lead at 12 under. So who will lift the coveted Wanamaker Trophy and claim the 100th PGA Championship? We've got all the action tomorrow right here on WFMY News 2 as coverage starts from 2 p.m. lasting until 7. From the green to the gridiron, Panthers football is quickly approaching, and linebacker Luke Kuechly, he takes no breaks. Did you see what he did to that sled? Relax, Luke. It's just practice. It's no secret, though, he is one of the best LBs in the entire game. His 99 overall rating proves it in Madden 19. But he also couldn't do it without his partner in crime, Thomas Davis. Number 58 is prepping for his 14th league in the season, although he said this would be his last. But he now faces a 4-game suspension to kick off the year due to a PED violation. Because of this, he has said on multiple accounts he would play one more season and did not want to end his career under a black cloud. This is what Davis had to say about the topic earlier in camp.
Right now. Man, I feel good right now. I'm healthy. I'm flying around with these young guys. And for me, I just look at the way things transpired this offseason and kind of think back to, really my legacy and the things that I've been able to do as a football player. And I don't want to leave on a sour note. You never want to walk away from the game knowing that you served a 4-game suspension. And that's really my mindset right now. So as long as I'm able to continue to play football, I'll do that. My sentiments are still the same as the last day of minicamp. If the team is willing to have me back, I'll be back.
We are slowly but surely getting there as Carolina has 3 preseason games left on the schedule. Back-to-back home matchups against Miami and New England on the 17th and 24th. Then they wrap up Thursday, August 30th at Pittsburgh. You can catch all 3 games right here on Wfmy News 2, your official home of the Carolina Panthers. Jumping over to the high school level, Christian Beal had a monster senior season with East Forsyth. The senior rushed for more than 1,500 yards, paired with 25 touchdowns. As for his college ball, he decided to stay close at home and play at Wake Forest. We spotted the redshirt freshman taking part in all the off-season practices, and he said he was healthy all summer, which allowed him to get some critical work in with his teammates. With the season quickly approaching, the back says he is feeling more confident and prepared heading into 2018.
I think it helped me mentally, really, because I was just coming into the game slow, not really used to the fast pace, and then everybody caught me up to gear and everything, like Matt and Cade, like learning the plays and learning the blocking scheme. Man, it's gonna be great. It's a great feeling being back on the field, and I just miss it so much.
2 lucky men got to throw out a ceremonial first pitch earlier tonight. One of them, surely you know, Chris Paul. The other, not as much. Yeah, that's me. But who did it better? We'll break it all down after the break. So when it comes to Chris Paul, we all know him for his action on the hardwood, but now the homegrown boy is a partial owner of the Winston-Salem Dash, and he got to show off his skills from the diamond. CP3 making his way out of the dugout for the CP3 night at the ballpark to show off his arm, and he was even joined by his 2 sons, and his pitch maybe a tad high, but still right down the middle. The best part, the Dash won tonight 4-0 and are now the 6th team in the minors to reach 70 wins this season. And hey, look at this guy. We know who that is. That's me. Ma, I'm on TV. I also had the honor of throwing out the first pitch at the Burlington Royals game. And to my surprise, it was actually mostly on target. My goal here was not to be embarrassed, and somehow it worked out. I call it luck, though. So the question is, who threw it better? We put it side by side for you to judge. CP3 on the left, myself on the right, and it's an easy decision. It wasn't me. It was CP3 who had the better pitch. I had a great time, though, at the Royals game, and I'm just glad neither of us embarrassed ourselves. We can take a look at it one more time for good measure. Probably shouldn't do that, but we're doing it anyways, and I'll be honest, I practiced for about 10 minutes in the parking lot before that, but hey, practice kind of makes perfect, right? I'll take it. As for football, the high school season is less than a week away, and you get to help pick our premier pediatrics game of the week. We've got 5 big matchups for you to choose from. Randleman heads to Asheboro. Mount Tabor takes on North Davidson. Glenn meets up with Ledford. Davie County heads to Page, and Reedsville kicks off against Rockingham County. Just go to our website, wfmynews2.com, click in the sports section to cast your vote as voting ends this Wednesday at 3 p.m. Are you excited? Get excited. Football is finally back. Be sure to join Patrick Wright and I this upcoming Friday for Friday Football Fever. But until then, we'll see you back here later this evening. Have a great night.